Well, if you look at my life, if you go back to age 11, maybe there are two things that stand out. One is my family and its history and its interest and involvement in community activity, some political, some social, some civic. And it's in my genes. It's the way I was raised. You know, my first presidential campaign was in 1952 when I was 10 years old, and 56. And I've never run for political office. I was always happy to be working on campaigns and be involved in issues. The other part of it was some of it inherent, and some of it was just what I found myself in as a young adult, and then later, this working on community projects. It was just thrilling for me. And that was when things were more stable. You know, when the city and the county were essentially one, you didn't have all the development out in the county. So I grew up when everybody was pretty much focused, on downtown, and pretty much focused on the same institutions, no matter where you lived. Then with the advent of the automobile and superhighways and much more broad-based development in the outlying areas, we began to develop a lot of different enclaves. And a lot of that is good, but if you don't have somebody around to interpret what we lost in the process, the communication that the lack of the communication compromises that we've had, I think you lost a lot. And I feel that I grew up when we had the best of all worlds. And right now I'm concerned that as we have moved apart, that we do not. That we tend to think that we are in another part of the world. It has been costly in terms of dollars and cents. Not everybody can have those major institutions in their backyard like we used to have. All that is to say that I think if I feel compelled to be in this commissioner's seat.
Let me. You hit the mic when you said I feel.
I'm sorry.
So go ahead and just repeat that sentence.
I feel compelled to be in that seat so I can share these experiences that I've had growing up when we had the best of all worlds, and the experiences I've had since then with 7 years on the City Planning Commission and 7 years on the County Planning Commission, which was a whole nother world, and it was a great education for me. And that's when I really became aware of the challenges that we've got, of the needs of these jurisdictions in and of themselves, but the needs that can be best met by pulling people together and sharing experiences and sharing resources. I think if you don't have somebody that's preaching that gospel, that has had that experience and is confident with what you can achieve by doing it, you ain't going to get there. And I've had that experience, and I feel confident, and I can't wait to tell that tale, and send that message and help expedite. I'm an expediter. I'm a matchmaker, and I can't wait to have an opportunity to play that role. And I don't shy away from any corner of the earth. To me, it's always an adventure. I'm always interested to hear the other side of the story. I'm always interested to go in that tent and see if the colors there, the patterns are the same as the ones that I see every day. And if they aren't, let's talk about it and compare notes and see how we can get the best from both.